Artemis 2024 mission, first crew and new spacesuits. In this video, we will discuss NASA's most intriguing project to date, the Artemis program. This isn't simply another space mission, it's a big step forward in human space exploration. Artemis is NASA's initiative that seeks to land American astronauts on the Moon by 2024, including the first woman. The mission's goal is to establish long-term lunar exploration and use it as a springboard for future manned trips to Mars and beyond. In addition to human exploration, the program includes robotic missions, technology development, and international cooperation. It is not just a matter of planting flags, it is also a matter of creating infrastructure and resources that will allow for long-term human presence on the Moon. The Artemis program is critical to humanity's survival. It heralds a new era of space exploration and colonization. Having a long-term human presence on the Moon will allow us to undertake scientific study, develop new technologies, harvest resources, and eventually colonize other planets. What would be the most insane thing you would do if you were to set foot on the Moon? Please let me know in the comments. In any case, NASA's initiative is a critical step toward ensuring our planet's safety, creating new economic opportunities, and motivating future generations of scientists and astronauts. The Artemis program's human exploration will commence in 2023 with the crewed flight test of SLS and Orion on ARTEMIS-2. The crew, as well as the spacesuits that the astronauts will wear on Artemis-3, were recently revealed to the public. What qualifications do you need to be an astronaut? I'll introduce you to the rest of the crew soon, but first, do you even understand what it takes to be a NASA astronaut? Let's go back in time to 1959. Because one had to fit in the Mercury spacecraft, becoming an astronaut was previously reserved for military people who were shorter than 5 feet 11 inches. Fortunately, times have changed, and becoming an astronaut no longer necessitates following commands from a drill sergeant. NASA's standards have been changed, and anyone with a master's degree in a STEM discipline can now apply. That's correct, even if you have a PhD in underwater basket weaving, you can apply if you have a degree in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. But hold on, there's more. A minimum of 2 years of related professional experience or 1,000 hours of pilot-in-command time on a jet aircraft is also required. It's like the worst job interview ever, but with a spacesuit at the end of the tunnel. If you are fortunate enough to make it through the application procedure, you will be required to pass a physical exam that is more difficult than winning a gold medal in gymnastics. The exam confirms that you are physically fit enough to fly long distances, such as to the lunar South Pole and Mars. If you are chosen, you will spend 2 years in intense training at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston. From spacewalking to flying T-38 jet planes, you'll learn everything. It's like college, but with zero gravity and better toys. As can be seen, becoming an astronaut is no longer limited to the military elite. Anyone with a STEM degree and relevant experience is eligible to apply. There has never been a better moment to apply with NASA's plans for lunar and Martian bases. Who knows, you might be the first person to set foot on Mars or find an alien race. Begin studying and practicing your astronaut moves now, since the sky is no longer the limit. The team. And now that we know what it takes to become an astronaut, allow me to present you to the Artemis-2 mission team, a group of 4 superheroes. Christina Hammock-Koch, the spacewalking celebrity, is up first. She has the stamina to face any task after spending 328 days in space. She is also the first woman to complete an all-female spacewalk, making her an ideal choice to break down any gender barriers on the Moon. Gregory Wiseman, the scientific Superman, is next. He has the brains to answer any problem after conducting experiments in space for almost 165 days. He's also a social media sensation, making him the ideal candidate to connect with Earthlings and keep them updated on the expedition. The courageous Dragon pilot is Victor J. Glover. He's capable of flying anything, including the Crew Dragon spaceship. He's also experienced with long-duration missions, having recently returned from a 6-month term on the International Space Station. With his experience, he's prepared to face whatever the moon throws at him. Last but not least, Canadian astronaut extraordinaire Jeremy Hansen. He has the education and research background to back him up, and he is the first Canadian to set foot on the moon. He's the ideal candidate for discovering fresh discoveries on the lunar surface because of his unique perspective. These 4 superheroes combine to form the greatest ARTEMIS-2 team. They're the finest prospects for any challenge the moon has in store for them because of their endurance, intelligence, adventurous abilities, and unique perspectives. ARTEMIS-2 mission. ARTEMIS-2 is slated to launch in November 2024, pushing the boundaries of space exploration and demonstrating NASA's competence in space technology. Before heading to the moon, the crew will spend a day or more in Earth orbit performing system checks. This will be useful practice for future docking maneuvers required in later missions. The orbit of the spacecraft around Earth will be highly elliptical, ranging from around 115 miles to 46,000 miles above the Earth's surface. ARTEMIS-2 will neither land or orbit the moon, but will instead use a series of lunar destination burns and course modifications to reach a free return trajectory. This approach will bring the probe within 6,400 miles of the moon's far side, allowing it to return to Earth even if the craft's engines fail. This mission will be a stunning achievement of space engineering because the free return trajectory will create a figure 8 around Earth and the moon. This mission will be an important milestone in human scientific achievement as well as a demonstration of technology progress. The 4 crew members will bear witness to the moon's immense power, which has inspired humanity since time immemorial. While the mission does not include a landing on the moon's surface, the journey itself demonstrates the limits of human discovery and the limitless potential of space. The mission of ARTEMIS-2 is planned to last about 10 days, during which time the crew will conduct experiments and collect data that will be useful for future missions. The spacecraft's free return route will allow it to acquire spectacular photos of the moon as well as provide insights about its geology and characteristics. This incredible project is poised to accomplish great things and push the boundaries of space exploration. This mission is prepared to grab the imagination of people all across the world with its unique use of trajectories and course modifications, demonstrating the great potential of human achievement. As we look forward, it reminds us of the unlimited possibilities of space and the endless potential of human inventiveness. The brand new spacesuits. But this is not the case. As previously stated, the primary goal of the Artemis program is to land astronauts on the moon. Christina, Victor, Jeremy, and Gregory will not step foot on the moon's surface. Instead, they will pass by, enjoying it from afar. However, another group of astronauts will investigate some areas of the moon around the lunar South Pole. These will be moonwalkers, and Axiom Space will provide them with special spacesuits. But why, in the first place, do astronauts on the moon require special spacesuits? Actually, it's quite straightforward. Because the moon does not have any oxygen, an astronaut would be unable to breathe without a spacesuit. Not only that, but the moon's surface is littered with hazards that may harm an astronaut, such as rocks, dust, and high temperatures that can be as hot as boiling water or as frigid as Antarctica. Fortunately, NASA has chosen Axiom Space to develop the most advanced spacesuits for the Artemis-3 mission. The Axiom spacesuits have been intended to offer humans exploring the moon with optimum mobility, comfort, and safety. They will also fit a wide range of body types and include cutting-edge technologies. This is critical because even the smallest tear or failure in a spacesuit can have catastrophic ramifications for the astronaut wearing it. Axiom Space is responsible not only for the design, development, certification, and production of the spacesuits, but also for ensuring that the astronauts are thoroughly trained and equipped with all of the tools required to conduct safe spacewalks on the Moon. And believe me, that is not an easy task. But why did NASA join forces with Axiom Space? By adopting a commercial services contract, NASA is not only supporting American workers in exhibiting technical innovation, but they are also contributing to the growth of the space economy by encouraging Axiom Space to seek new commercial customers for their moonwalking services. So let us cross our fingers and pray that everything goes as planned and that we see the first woman and person of color set foot on the Moon very soon. And who knows, maybe one day you'll get to do a moonwalk as well.
Alright everyone, here's where the video ends. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more space exploration contents.